Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Press Pause with Jouhayna. On today's episode, I am interviewing a very good friend of mine, Ali. Common name, but a very unique story. He worked in the aviation industry. He also owns a restaurant. He's a family man. And the stories that he shared with me today truly touched my heart. And I learned new things about him, even though I've known him for approximately a decade. And I really hope you enjoy this episode. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the first season of Press Pause with Jouhayna. Today I have my guest with me, Bhai. Welcome.
Thank you.
So before we begin, I want to do a warm-up, rapid fire questions. Okay? You're supposed to say the first thing that pops into your head when I say a certain word.
Okay.
Okay? I have a sound timer here. It's 1 minute. And when it's done, khalas, we're done with the round. Okay? Ready?
Ready.
1, 2. First thing to come into your head when I say color.
Red.
Hobby.
Cooking.
Month.
July.
Season.
Winter.
Person. Eyes.
Mom.
Song.
Banduk.
Animal.
Horse.
Destination.
Grindelwald.
Interesting. Dessert.
Rasmalai.
Nice. Car.
G-Wagon.
Nice. Movie.
Movie. Come on. Tal.
Book.
Book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Holiday.
Phuket.
Best place. Guilty pleasure.
شو يعني؟
يعني, for example, my guilty pleasure, I like to watch reality TV even though it's garbage.
Guilty pleasure eating.
Yeah. Well, that's time. Promised you 1 minute on my sound timer. Okay, so now that you're warmed up, do you feel warmed up?
Yeah, I'm already warmed up.
You're already warmed up? I love that.
From the lights. Yeah.
Yes, the team definitely has all the lights ready for us. So Ali, the name of this podcast is Press Pause. So if we were to literally press pause on your life right now, how would you introduce yourself?
How do I describe myself or introduce myself? You know, I've been asked this question many times.
Yeah.
But every time when someone asks me a question, the answer is different because I feel every month or every day, every minute, I keep changing.
Yeah.
I'm not the one yesterday. I'm not the one who was like woke up yesterday or woke up today or last month.
Yeah.
Or last year. Every day I learn something new. Every day is a new challenge. I like the idea of press pause where we are in a very rushy time where we just want to, do things. We never press pause. We never think of things. Where we are, what is our goal? Where do we want to reach?
Yeah.
So to describe myself, I'm a very ambitious person.
Okay.
I'm a dreamer. I would call myself a warrior as well in life.
Yeah. I see that in you.
Yeah.
We go way back, so for sure, I agree. And what does life look like day to day for you?
Hectic, very busy.
Yeah.
So I wake up at 5:30, take a shower, pray, go to work. I'm a full-time. I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
So when I finish work, come back home, sit with family for an hour. Then I go to Ali Bhai.
Yeah.
To my business, to my place, to my second home.
Yeah.
And then over there, very busy with day-to-day tasks, with cooking, looking after the restaurant, looking forward to future plans. Recently, we were very busy with events.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
It's the season now.
Yeah.
So from October till March, let's say 6 months. This is the peak season for food and beverage industry, where if you don't catch up, then you will fall behind. Like you need to catch up. You need to be ahead of the game. You need to appear in all of the events so people can see you, people know you. Because every day there is a new place coming up. Every day there is a new competitor.
Yeah.
So you need to come up with that. You need to be ahead of the game. That's why my days is very busy. I come back around 12, 1 o'clock a.m.
And start all over again.
and start over again.
Wow.
That's daily. And some of the times, like we have to prepare for events. We have to do things where I stay awake until 4 or 5, and I just have an hour sleep then again.
Well, that's good. You started as a shift worker. You're still a shift worker.
Indeed,
Even though you left
indeed.
shift work.
Yeah. I'm a 24-hour worker now.
Yeah, exactly. You went from working shifts, and I still work shifts, and I feel the fatigue. But I feel like having your own business, working full time, that's really intense. And hats off to you for making time for the family. And what made you decide, Ali Bhai, why a restaurant? Why cooking?
So I have been cooking since I was 10. It's been long time. Cooking is in our family. Cooking, my father cooks, my mother cooks. I saw them. I grew up watching them cooking.
Yeah.
And for me, cooking was a hobby, as I mentioned earlier. Opening a business was in my head since like almost 10 years back. And whenever I wanted to open a business, I used to go do research, ask some people
Yeah.
that I want to open a restaurant. Guide me, advise me, something.
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone was stopping me from doing that. The problem was not with them. The problem was with me, because I used to ask wrong people. So I used to ask, for example, a car dealer. I used to ask a real estate dealer, or someone who owns a real estate company. I used to ask people not in the industry.
Yeah.
So this happened in 2014. And then again, in 2017, I wanted to open a place. This time I didn't ask anyone. We were 3 partners.
Okay.
We decided to come up with a new idea. We reached till a certain place where we ended up in planning. So it was like 6 months old planning.
Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time. And I will tell you later what I learned. In 2020, mid of COVID, I said, that's it. I need to do something now. So I had a friend who owns a restaurant. I went to him, said, his name is Muhammad. So, Muhammad, how do you think is a restaurant business? Shall I start? Shall I begin? I gave him the idea. Yeah. He said, Ali, go ahead. I will not give you any detail. I will just tell you that you're going to be so busy.
Yeah.
And be ready for it.
Clearly so busy. Yeah.
He said, be ready for it. So initially when I started Ali Bhai, it was in an area where it lacks restaurants. There was no restaurant.
Yeah.
So I found a problem and I found a solution for it. Here where you build a successful business, where you find a problem and then find a solution for it. Find a problem where people facing. For example, in some areas in Dubai, there is lack of parking. It's a problem.
Yeah.
For a good business, so you can start like a parking place. And you can make this in other problems as well. You can find a solution for it.
Yeah.
I came up with a cafeteria idea. So I started a cafeteria at the beginning. Within 20 days, I shut down the place.
Oh, I didn't realize this.
Yeah.
This was before Ali Bhai.
Yeah, it was Ali Bhai actually.
Okay.
It was the same name.
Yeah.
But within 20 days, I shut down the place.
Yeah.
And partially for 2 weeks, I changed the whole concept.
Okay.
Because people were demanding other dishes than which I had. Okay. I had only sandwiches and juices.
Oh, okay. Like
so,
not the sandwiches.
Yeah, like a cafeteria type.
Okay. I love those.
Yeah, me too. So I changed the whole concept.
Okay.
It became a desi restaurant. Where
it came from.
Yeah, it came a desi restaurant because people who used to call, they want roti, they want naan, they want biryani, they want curries.
Yeah.
So I don't have these. So I'm here because of people, not because of me.
What they want.
Yeah, what they want, exactly. The concept changed. I introduced new menu. I hired more people. Then immediately we established, or we started Ali Bhai again with the new look. And since then, alhamdulillah, we are improving. We are finding problems. We improve. We ask the customer. We say, ask for feedback. Here, when I come, I will tell you later about the planning part.
Yeah.
I learned that I don't have to plan a lot. Planning let you miss lots of opportunities.
Yeah, planning is only good in air traffic control.
Indeed.
That's the only place we use it.
Indeed. So now whenever I do, if there is an opportunity, I don't plan for it. I just grab the opportunity and while I'm working for it, the plans will pop up by itself. My advice for anyone who wants to open up a business or a startup or whatever, don't plan a lot. Just start the thing where you have, because this is the hardest part where you start. The starting is the hardest part.
Exactly.
People who keep postponing. And they say like, we don't have enough resources, we don't have enough money, we don't have enough. You just start, put your step in it, and then things will come. You will find problems, like immediately find solution for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to take what I like to call messy action.
Yep.
Even, no matter how messy you think it's going to get, as long as you've taken that step forward, that's the only way you can start executing the task. And then you learn along the way as well.
Indeed.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Ali Bhai is a family favorite. Every time I have anybody over, I send a WhatsApp to the team. I want this. And it's a whole feast. Everybody loves it. And everybody that has come then later caters of Ali Bhai because of how good the food is.
People in the restaurant, they call you Abu Dhabi Madam.
Yeah, on it. Like, I appreciate the fact that you guys do the drive to come all the way here, because I do live in the middle.
Special treatment.
Nowhere. Yeah, I remember one, the receipt said VIP.
Yeah.
So special. I love it. So yeah. Okay, well, now we know where you are in the present day, the lessons that you've learned, but let's hit the metaphorical rewind button. If we were to press rewind, can you tell us a little bit more about your childhood? For example, a question that I would like to ask you is, what's the first memory that you have to go back in time?
World Cup 80 or 98.
World Cup 98.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first memory, or even before that. I do remember things such as being in a... I'm the youngest one in the family.
Okay.
And...
how many siblings?
We are 4 brothers. Four brothers, and we used to be 5 sisters, and now 2 passed away. Now they are 3 sisters.
Allah yarhamhum.
Allah yarhamhum. So I grew up in a normal family, I would say, mid class.
Yeah.
My father, since he was a businessman, I didn't used to see him a lot. He was always out busy. And now I understand things where he used to be very busy, making a living for us.
Yeah.
Where we didn't understand that when we used to be younger at that time. And he always used to tell me that whenever you catch a fish from the sea, it's fresh. It didn't make any sense to me until I started a business. This taught me, or I understood that what he meant. Like, opportunities are always there. So whenever you go to the sea, you catch a fish, opportunities are there.
Yeah.
A fish is alive. Opportunities there. You just need to do something. You need to work. I grew up there. I lived both in a rich period, and I lived in a where we were poor, I would say. I can't say it fine. We were some part of my age. We were poor, like very poor.
Yeah.
When my father worked really hard, and he became very rich.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, that taught me lots of things where I can be flexible. Yeah. Money is not everything.
Yeah.
Money is not everything. There are other things where makes you or teaches you the moral of life, where treating people is one thing, treating people with good manners. It's not about money. Not everything is about money.
Yeah.
It's about relationships. It's about good moral. It's about good connections with people. Yeah. It's about how to survive in life. These things teach you how to survive in life. Some nights where I used to think like, what do I want from life, or where I'm going, what I'm doing. Then slowly, steady, things become clearer for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I feel like also people have the misconception that the minute they hear you're Emirati, they associate you with having a lot of money.
Indeed.
And we both come from a background where there was struggle and there was prosperity as well. So I feel like that's something that's very important to highlight, because it is such a big misconception, all because you see a certain name and a nationality, doesn't necessarily mean that there is automatic wealth and entitlement. Even for me, I went through quite a tough time, and even getting into air traffic control, the reason was to financially provide for my mom and two sisters, and then that's where we met. And so I feel like it's very important to highlight that for people to know.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay, and then how was school for you? Did you go to the same school the whole time, or did you bounce around a lot?
School was normal. I haven't had any special moments in school.
Okay. Did you like going?
I'm the only male in my siblings who graduated from high school.
Okay.
Yeah. My other siblings, my other brothers, they dropped out of school because of the situations they had. They had to drop out from school so they can work and provide a living for the family.
Yeah, because they're older.
Yeah, they were older.
I understand that.
And so yeah, that's how I'm the only brother who got graduated from high school. And mashallah, one of my brothers, he graduated from high school when he was 38.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so when he stopped, then he came back to study when he was 30. He dropped out from school grade 6.
Okay.
And then after a long period of time, when he was 30 years old, he went back to school.
Good for him.
Yeah, he used to work. I mean, he has a family and he used to work. And then he went back to study.
Yeah.
He finished school 38. Recently, he graduated with a bachelor degree in law.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Made my heart happy.
And
then how did you, after you finished high school, then how did you end up because we met in air traffic control.
Yeah.
So how did you end up there?
So when I was in grade 11, financial crisis happened.
Oh, yeah.
In 2008. At that time, my father used to own lots of properties and real estate. He was in a very good position. He was in one of the company even was one of the best companies in real estate in Dubai. Suddenly in 2008, we were here. I used to have my own driver. He used to carry me with a G-Wagon, drop me to school, coming back, that wealthy lifestyle. And 2008, boom, everything vanished.
Yeah.
So because I didn't grow up in a wealthy family, I know how to deal with life.
Yeah, you can adapt.
I can adapt. I'm flexible.
Then
Then in grade 11, I started searching for a job. I was studying.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop from school because I was in a private school and I didn't want to go out from that school because I'm almost last year and I'll graduate from school.
Close.
Yeah. So I found a job, but the only barrier was the age. They said, you are 17 now. How can you work when you need to be 18? Then after talking to them, explaining the situation, I need to make a living. I need to work.
Yeah.
So they offered me a part-time job. I worked.
This?
Sorry?
Where was it?
In Harvey Nichols.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I used to finish school at 2 o'clock p.m., 2:30ish, and I take a bus. From that bus, it takes me to other station. Then from that station, I take another bus. Then until I reach to Emirates Mall.
Wow.
With the school uniform.
I love it.
Then I go there. I change my clothes. I wear the suit and all, and then I start my work in afternoon. It was from 5 to 10. So if I have any homework or studies, I do them in the bus. Or when I reach there, 1 hour, 1.5. Yeah, we do time management.
Yeah.
I stayed there for a short period of time until I got another opportunity because I was good in presenting and public speaking. So I participated in one of the awards, Sheikh Majid Awards, Sheikh Majid Media Award, and I got the second place.
Oh, mashallah.
Surprisingly. Yeah, alhamdulillah. So I got awarded, and then once the Sheikh handed me the trophy, when I was going down from the stage, it was like a huge ceremony. All the media, all the channels, they were there. And when I stepped down from the stage, it was in Atlantis. The manager of Dubai Sports Channel called me, said, come.
Yeah.
I said, I'm the second. He said, I know, I saw your video, come. Because we posted like a video, and then based on that, they judge who got the ratings. So he said, are you working now? I said, no, I'm still studying in school. He said, do you want to work in a TV? Yeah. I said, of course.
Nice.
Yeah. So I joined Dubai Sports Channel when I was in grade 11. I continued working with them. And being in a TV was not my biggest dream. My biggest dream was to be a pilot.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me this, actually. Yeah.
So I continued with the TV for almost 2 years. And once I graduated from high school, I started applying for the pilot programs in Emirates, Ittihad. Yeah. So I got accepted in Emirates, and directly I resigned from TV. So you can imagine now I'm independent from when I was 17. Yeah. So I'm fully independent. I'm spending on family at that time. I started the cadet program in Emirates. Yeah. And I was living the best moment of my life. I'm achieving my dreams. I'm studying, being a pilot, wearing the uniform. Everyone, Pilot Ali, Pilot Ali. Yeah. And because I'm the only brother also, I'm in the family, I'm the only male in the family who is graduated, and I'll be something in the family. Yeah. I started the program like for 1.5 years, and then we had to continue the studies outside the UAE. Yeah. It was in Spain. Yeah. So when I reached Spain, my nephew passed away. He was 25, 26. Yeah, he passed away. And my mother was really in bad health situation where her...
mental health?
Not mental health. Yani she was sad.
Yeah, she was upset.
She was upset. She was very upset. I couldn't leave her alone because I was the only guy and the only male at house and taking care of them.
I know you're close with her.
I'm very close to her.
I remember.
So I took leave from there. I said, okay, we have death in family. I need to pause. I will go back to Dubai and come back to continue the study. Yeah. So the initial plan was to stay here for 3 days until the funeral and on finish. Yeah. Then I go back. I stayed here for 3 days. Then I couldn't see my mother. I couldn't handle that. She's in this situation. She's in bad mood. She just missed the first grandson in the family. Yeah. I said, okay, I will postpone the course. I will go to the next course. When I spoke with them, they were very helpful in Emirates, and they said, okay, no problem. You can stay and you can join back in the next batch. It was like the next following month. Yeah. The following month came, and I couldn't go again because, again, my mom was very emotional. Yeah, she couldn't. She wasn't ready yet. Yeah. I decided to take unpaid leave from there. Said, okay, give me unpaid leave. Let me sort out things. Let things get, better, and then maybe I can go back. So it never happened. And everyone in the family was upset on me. And instead of supporting me, they was against my decision.
Okay, because you came back.
Yeah, because I came back, I didn't continue.
How did your mom feel?
She was happy.
She was happy. That's the most important.
That's the most important thing.
That's why you stayed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
She was happy. Okay. She didn't wanna not lose me. She didn't want me to be far away from her. Yeah. So I sacrificed that. I sacrificed my dream for my mom. And alhamdulillah, I never regret. Yeah. Because what I recognize now, anything you go through in life, it's meant to be.
It is.
Yes.
It's already.
God makes you in this situation, so you learn something from this situation for future occasions or for future purposes. Yeah. You never understand what happens in life. I joined there. I was in TV, so I learned some what do you call it? Some
life skills.
Life skills, some like public speaking. Then I joined Emirates. I learned about aviation. Yeah. Again, when I left Emirates, I joined other company, Jumeirah company. I learned hospitality. Yeah. Then I moved to GCA. being
then
as an
that's where
air
we met.
traffic controller. That's where we met.
Yeah.
So things got linked. I was in hospitality. God put me in hospitality.
Yeah.
Now I open a restaurant. I know I have high standard. I can serve high standard to people. I was in Emirates. Later on, I was again air traffic control. I have more knowledge. I know about airplanes. I know how things work. When I give an instruction to an aircraft, I know what's happening.
Yeah,
I cannot,
exactly.
for example, let's talk technical now. I cannot give a Cessna a clearance where, on the other hand, it's for Boeing 777.
Yeah.
Things like
different.
it's completely different. So whatever happens in your life happens for a purpose.
100%.
100%. Because my family was against me, I took it as an advantage. I took it as a tool against that. Here I remember one story for a drunk father who used to have two sons.
Yeah.
He used to spend all his money on alcohol. He used to be like disaster, completely disaster. Yeah. One of his sons, he became also same as his father. Mm-hmm. The second person, he became a very successful entrepreneur. Yeah. When they asked the first one, why you became like this? He said, because I saw my father. And they asked the second person, why you became so much successful? He said, because I saw my father.
Yeah.
They both saw their father, but from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be like his father. He wanted to overcome what his father went through.
Exactly.
So this is basically what happens in life. You go through things, so you learn from them.
Yeah.
For future occasions.
Yeah, completely agree. And then how did your journey go when you got into air traffic control? Because we were working together for a while, and then you went to a completely different department to get out of shifts to work with Ali Bhai. So how did you make the decision for that? Was it moving out of shifts for Ali Bhai, or was that part of an organic shift?
When I opened Ali Bhai, it was in the transition period between working in shifts and moving to the to the office job. Of course, I'm an ambitious person. I always look forward for better opportunities. I found the opportunity in other department where they needed. So I fulfilled that position. I learned from there a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I opened Ali Bhai, I got extremely busy, where I couldn't even handle the daily drive, and being in Abu Dhabi, being away. Yeah. And the company or the restaurant was growing. And I felt like it was taking my time. The drive was taking my time. Yeah. So alhamdulillah, I found another opportunity in Dubai within the same organization. Related to my job again. Yeah. And I moved there. Since I moved there, alhamdulillah, the company or the restaurant has jumped dramatically, alhamdulillah. Because I'm here, I'm always on top of things, and if things needs to be done, I'm there to make it done.
Close proximity.
Indeed, yes.
Perfect. What has your journey been like going into fatherhood? Because you mentioned you just had a baby boy recently, mashallah. What's that journey been like for you, and the transition into getting into having a family, having children, having the business, working full time?
It's very hard to manage.
Okay.
Someone has to, some part of my life I need to sacrifice for time being, but for a better future. So for now, I'm sacrificing the family time for a better future for them. Yeah. So I went through very hard moments where I don't want my kids and my family to go through that. That's why I'm working all my power. I'm putting all my energy, because now I have energy. Later on, 10, 15 years later, I will not have the energy which I have now. Yeah. So it's good now that I'm building something for them, and they are my motivation. Yeah. So whenever I'm feeling down, I'm feeling tired. We are human beings. So whenever I'm feeling down, feeling like fed up, said no, I have people depending on me. I need to work harder. I need to sacrifice for them. Yeah. They miss me a lot. They say that you don't sit at home. I know that I'm doing things for them. Yeah. It's gonna be for them, and they're gonna be eventually happy later on when they figure out I was away because of them.
Exactly. I understand that completely, because even me choosing to go into shifts, air traffic control, the motivation was and still is, taking care of my mom, taking care of my sisters. So I feel you on that. I have that male responsibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
Okay, so we've spoken about present day and how you ended up where you are. We've spoken about your past. Is there anything else and a significant moment in your life that, you would say is pivotal or a pivotal? I have two questions, actually. Do you have a pivotal moment where everything clicked for you? And also, do you have a pivotal person or a relationship that had a big shift into your life?
شو يعني pivotal?
Pivotal, يعني like you were going in one direction and then something happened and it turned,
I mentioned that when I left Emirates, that was a huge pivotal moment in my life.
Yeah.
Because then I knew who are the people who are supporting me and people who acted that they support me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when you really find out.
You find out.
Yeah.
And lots of people were there because, they were getting tickets, they were, traveling, and they were having good benefits from me being there.
Yeah.
And
that's probably why they were upset you didn't go by.
Indeed. There are other reasons, of course.
Yeah.
I cannot say it, but there are other reasons as well. ... Indeed. ... So, yeah, that was a pivot moment where I was really in pain.
Yeah.
Because I was really young at that age. I was 19, 20. And then no one supported me. Literally no one supported me.
Yeah.
And I was all alone. And
that must have been such a lonely feeling.
It was. That's why when you said to choose a location, I told you, let's go to Abra. Because I used to go there like almost daily. Because it gave me like a peaceful and a positive vibe. There is water.
Yeah, I love water. Yeah. My favorite as well.
Yeah, there is water. And there are lots of foreigners over there. There are people from India, Pakistan, Nepal. There are people who left their country for a purpose.
Yeah.
And when I was there, I used to go to the Abra and chat with the person sitting next to me. I don't know, is it because he will be now in my life and then within like 10, 15 minutes, he's gone.
Yeah.
So I used to talk to them, see how is their life, how is their day, what they are going through. Yeah. And that, when you see others' pain, your pain gets, you get a little relief from that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It puts a lot into perspective.
Indeed.
And, if anybody who's listening is wondering what you meant by the location, so there was a weather warning that came out, and we were initially supposed to do the shoot based on the location that my guests choose. So your location choice was to do the Abra, be in Old Dubai, and be in a place that represents you the most. But there's literally a weather warning that they said we have to stay indoors. So welcome to my home.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, and then is there a pivotal relationship that you've had? I know your mother is super important to you, but is there a relationship, friendship, just anything that you feel helped steer your life into a better way or changed it in any way?
Yes, of course. There are very few people, I think 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
They know themselves, that I'm talking about them now. They were always supportive to me.
Yeah.
When I was really in bad moments, when I was down.
Yeah.
They took into my hand. They used to tell me, you can do it. You are meant to do it.
Yeah.
And I really thank them from my bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
I know now at the time being, I'm far away. I'm a bit far from them.
Yeah.
I don't get really in touch with them, but they are always in my heart.
Oh.
They are always with me, and they will be with me always.
Yeah.
Those 2 people, they were always supportive to me.
That's so good. And I'm happy that you have that. And also, you and I, we go, how many years now has it been? When did you join GCA?
2014.
Oh, so we joined at the same time.
Yeah, 10 years now.
Yeah, so we've known each other for 10 years.
Yeah.
And every time we reconnect, when I brought you into the house, I met you in the parking lot. And the minute we saw each other, even though time has passed, we've had a proper conversation, instant.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the most important thing. Okay, so we spoke about present day. We spoke about pressing rewind and, what molded you and brought you to where you are. So if we were to hit the metaphorical fast forward button, what would we see?
I would see Ali Bhai as an international
Inshallah.
Inshallah, international brand.
My auntie needs this in America.
Yeah, of course.
Like when I fed my grandma,
Yeah.
when I dropped her at the airport, sorry to cut your story, but
No problem. So,
she literally said to me, she's like, I need to eat his biryani again. That mutton biryani, my grandma is like super happy, loved it.
it's original.
It is original.
Yeah.
It's so good. So
The concept is being original.
yeah.
And this world now, everything is fake. At least we need our food is to be original.
Yeah, exactly. Something real.
Yeah, so even the food which we serve, the items, it's all original. There are no twists in them.
Yeah.
I want to sneeze.
It's okay. Let it out. Hachia!
It's not.
It's gone. Blooper scene.
Okay.
Even for me earlier, I had it and I was like, take it back in.
So yeah, I was saying about the food. Our food is very original. That's what makes us special.
Yeah.
The quality, the service you get, and the taste.
Yeah.
It's completely original.
Yeah. The chaat, unlike any other place.
Yeah. So if you talk about chaat, it's originally North Indian. Am I correct? It's mainly the origin is North Indian. So I don't have a South Indian chef to cook a North Indian food. I have a proper North Indian chef who does the chaat for me.
Okay.
Things like chicken tikka biryani, it's a North Indian dish. It's not South Indian. So I have a North Indian chef who does it.
This is so important.
Indeed. So what you find in some places, I'm not generalizing things. It's some places you have, for example, other nationalities cooking other nationalities food where they can they can make it perfectly. But if you cook your own food, it's of course it's a different, because your own food means your mother used to cook it for you, and you will try to make it exactly the same taste where your mother used to cook it for you.
100%.
So that's the concept, to have the original taste, the original food served to people from their own people.
Yeah, exactly. So first branch international next to my grandma's house in America.
Inshallah. And which city?
Atlanta.
I need to note it down from now.
Inshallah. I'll send you the location. That's the first one for my grandma.
Of course. And one of the things which keep me motivated also, there is a quote which I always remember. It says, "How big will you dream if there is nothing called failure?"
Oh, huge.
So
I love it.
You just work, dream big, and imagine that there is no failure. And even if you fail, take it as an advantage, take it as an experience, take it as a lesson, and then to learn how to overcome this matter.
Yeah.
It might sound easy, but if you think of it, if you work within it, it's a psychological thing, If you go really deep into it, you understand it, you will find solution for everything you face.
100%.
And except the death, of course. There is no solution for it.
No.
Rest of things, everything that has a solution.
Yeah. I think it's just about how determined you are to do what's in your heart.
Indeed.
It's the most important.
Yep.
Okay. And then what else? What else if we pressed fast forward?
Early retirement.
Inshallah. You deserve it more than anyone.
Yeah, early retirement.
The most hardworking people I know.
Alhamdulillah. Early retirement. Just a peaceful life.
Yeah.
Normal life.
What's peaceful? What's a peaceful life in your definition?
Peaceful life is being with family.
Yeah.
Having financial freedom.
Yeah.
And just to spend quality time with kids and family. That's like this is peaceful.
Yeah. Inshallah, it's all coming. You have it. It's just a matter of having the time for it because of all the work you're putting in now.
Indeed.
Okay. And then what else do you see in your future, inshallah? The intention.
The intention, as I said, it's Ali Bhai is gonna be, inshallah,
an
international brand.
Inshallah.
And for the future, for the near future, I'm working now on something, inshallah, which will be a strong backbone for Ali Bhai.
Okay.
Which will help me to expand quicker.
Okay.
Inshallah, we'll reveal it very soon, inshallah. We'll keep it secret.
We're not jinxing anything.
Yeah, of course.
This podcast is for revealing only the right amount.
Of course.
Okay, and how do you want to be remembered?
Kind.
Couldn't agree more. And
That's
you
it.
are, mashallah, you're so
Alhamdulillah.
kind.
Try to be.
Okay, so we've done all the parts when it comes to press pause, pressing rewind, and pressing fast forward in your life. So I want to thank you for sharing everything that you've shared. And even though I've known you for literally a decade, I realized there's so much I've learned about you today. So thank you for sharing that.